All right, welcome to Up North at 4. I'm with Beth Hanson from Hanson's Garden Village. Beth, how are you doing today?
Good.
Tell us about the season at the Garden Village. Was it more busy, less busy than usual? I know it's been a weird year.
Yeah, well, when everything happened with COVID-19, we were, of course, at first very worried, like what was going to happen. We were just gearing up for our busy spring season, and we didn't know if we'd be able to sell any of our stuff this year. Luckily, with people having to stay at home, there was a really large renewed interest in gardening and beautifying your home. So we actually had a really great spring sales season. Lots of new gardeners, lots of people with interest and wanting to take on the new hobby of gardening, and a lot of our same old customers that come back every year as well.
That's kind of cool. So maybe it was pretty inspiring to see people who've never, picked up a trowel before getting into gardening. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, and I mean, we did have, it was a little more hands-off with the customers, keeping our distance. Things changed every day. We moved cash registers outside to check people out. We closed our office. We did a lot of curbside. Luckily, our website had the capability of selling online, so I quick made it where people could order online. We were able to shift and change very quickly, and that really helped us out a lot as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it is really inspiring to see new gardeners, people that are finally getting around to some of the projects in their yard. They had the time to do it this year, and we, always want to help anybody with any of their gardening issues, and really promote. Gardening has a lot of great benefits: mental health, physical health. Like, it's not just making your yard pretty, but I mean, it does also increase property value as well.
A nice way to escape maybe from the stress
Yes.
we're all having with COVID-19. Maybe speak to that a little bit more. Is this kind of how you unwind, is get your hands dirty?
Well, I mean, my job is gardening, so it's kind of the case of if you're doing it for your job, you don't necessarily always do it at home. I do have a small garden. I've had really good cherry tomato crop this year, but I got to my stuff a lot later because we were so busy and inundated with the needs out here at that time. It was a lot of extra work this year, but our sales were really good, and hopefully we retain some of those new customers for next year as well. So we're already planning for next year. We're ordering our plants and our plugs. We get a lot of stuff in the fall to grow for the spring, and then January is really when we start doing a lot of that stuff. We were sad that we didn't get to host a lot of workshops and classes this year. We tried to do take-home kits and stuff like that, and we did have a lot of interest in the early spring when people were home more, and then people kind of took it in their own hands and were doing their own planting. So.
All right, thanks so much, Beth, for joining us today. Still out here, still helping the community. A lot of people here today, so very cool to see.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back on Up North at 4.